Well, here they are, the parents of Bronny James. Bronny James from USC. Bronny James from Sierra Canyon. We all know Bronny James, right? Let's talk to Bronny.
That I'm a genuine person. I've gotten a lot of lessons and stuff from my mom and my dad. But also just like putting that Bronny James narrative out there more is instead of just being LeBron James' son. I think that's really important for me.
Now, with that being said, does that motivate you a little bit? Because there's when your father said last year, "I want to play with my son," and everyone's like, "Oh, teams are going to draft him so his father could come." I mean, does that basically look, I'm more than just a way to get my pop? Does that
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the many motivation factors that I go off of, including all the negativity and hate that I receive. But yeah, that's for sure one of the. Yeah.
How did it feel to be out there on the court today?
My dream has always just been to put my name out, make a name for myself, and of course, get to the NBA, which is everyone's end goal that is here. And I never thought about just playing with my dad, but he's brought it up a couple times. But yeah, I don't think about it much.
This calls for Bronny. Okay, Bronny, do your thing.
Yes, his name is Bronny. Bronny James. Bronny James. That kind of hurt there. He hit his head on the wall. But anyway, his name is Bronny James. He went to Sierra Canyon High School. He was 6'4" as a senior. Bronny James. Then he went to USC. He was 6'4". This kid is a 6'4", 210-pound player, and he's going to USC. He was a McDonald's All-American. This kid is the ultimate player, McDonald's All-American player, and he went to USC. He averaged 4 points, and he decided that he was ready for the NBA draft. He said, "Hey, I'm averaging 4 points at USC. I'm going to the NBA draft." But you know what happened? Something happened along the way. Bronny James was 6'4" in high school, but all of a sudden, he went from 6'4" in high school, 6'4" at USC. Then when he left USC, he was 6'1". What happens? How do you go from 6'4" to 6'1"? You know what? If I was 6'4" and then I went to 6'1", I'd leave that school too. How the hell you gonna go to school, come into the school at 6'4", and then you leave at 6'1"? So you know what? I'm leaving that damn school too. Bronny James, great decision to leave that school, because if you'd have stayed there any longer, you might have been 5'5". Bronny James. Oh, did I mention that Bronny James just so happens to be the son of LeBron James? LeBron James. This is LeBron James' son, but he doesn't want you to know that. He doesn't want anyone to know that he went to USC, averaged 4 points, and he's not LeBron James' son. His name is not LeBron James Jr. Let me tell you something, young man. You better take that name and you better run with it, because nobody would be drafting you unless your name was LeBron James Jr. So you better take that and run with it. LeBron's son wants to be drafted in the NBA. The only way that he's going to be drafted in the NBA is because you're LeBron James' son. There's no other reason why anybody would draft you in the NBA. You average 4 points at USC, and you think that somebody's going to draft you because you're somebody else, because you're LeBron Jones? Hell no. Your name is LeBron James. You better take it and run with it with your 4-point a game average. Take it and run with it, LeBron James Jr. You need to take it and run with it. And now, Bronny has the nerve to not work out with only 2 teams. He told other teams he's not going to work out. He's only going to work out for the Lakers and the Suns. So where do you think Bronny James is going to go? He's going to the Lakers. The Lakers are going to use a draft pick to acquire Bronny James Jr. That's the only reason why he's coming out. No one else is going to come out into the NBA that averaged 4 points at USC. Come on, man. The Lakers are starting to run this thing like it's a damn AAU squad.